Hi, I'm Naomi.
I'm Katie.
And welcome to Latis TV Gaming News, bringing you all the game news straight from South Korea.
Good news for both Korean and language learning fans of the corner-style military shooter Call of Duty. Activision has confirmed it will be releasing a Korean version of Black Ops 4 on console. The news didn't come in an official announcement, but rather via the game's pre-order page on the Singaporean PlayStation Network. The game is set to support 3 languages with an English version, Chinese version, and Korean version. This marks the first time that the series, which began back in 2003, has made a Korean version for PlayStation. Activision announced back on June 17th that the PC version of Black Ops 4 would be in Korean, but fans were skeptical as to whether the console release would follow suit. Black Ops 4 drops on PS4, Xbox One, and PC on October 12th.
And in more Korean language first, it looks like the Nintendo Switch is finally getting its very first Korean voiced game. Nippon Columbia has released a trailer for Dugun Dugun Dongwoo Land, a title that doesn't quite translate all that smoothly into English, but is something akin to Heart-Pounding Animal Land, which we can agree sounds a lot better in Korean. The game is an accessible Mario Party-esque party game that features 30 mini-games in total, with 3 different game modes. It might just be a perfect tool for those looking for a fun new way to brush up their Korean. The game will cost 48,000 won and be released on July 26th.
Nexon continues to assert its dominance on the global mobile market, as it has announced that its MMORPG Darkness Rises has hit a total 7 million downloads since its launch last month. Originally titled Dark Avenger 3 for domestic release, the game was launched globally as Darkness Rises on June 21st. It also made the top 5 charts in 5 major Southeast Asian countries, including Taiwan, Thailand, Hong Kong, and Vietnam, and is also gaining popularity in the US, Germany, and France. Darkness Rises is an action RPG with console-style action and, as all mobile titles claim these days, an immersive storyline. Nexon has thanked its players and promised to provide a stable service and develop many updates for its overseas fans.
But unfortunately, one must die so the other may live. Nexon has also announced that they are officially calling it a day on Titanfall Online development. Titanfall Online was originally planned to be a free-to-play shooter based on EA's mecha shooter. It was being developed by the team behind Nexon flagship Sudden Attack, and was planned to feature new exclusive content that the original did not have, including Titans, pilots, and missions. However, Nexon announced the decision to close up shop on Titanfall Online was a joint one made with EA, and they felt their team's talents would be more efficiently spent on other projects.
And if you're playing Nexon's mobile management RPG Returners, good news! Inven Global has just opened a community site for all of its global players. Returners was first released domestically at the end of 2016 and has since seen server expansion that allows players from 152 countries across the world to enjoy the game. Players can save the world from the Nightmare King and his specters with the help from iconic figures from history, legends, and fairy tales. The Inven Global community provides guides and tips for players, as well as systematic information and a comprehensive database full of hero stats, tactic cards, and achievements. Of course, you can also find other players to strategize with, exchange ideas, and of course, just chat. Be sure to check it out at invenglobal.com/returners.
And Blade and Soul players, it's time to grab 2 friends and start practicing your joint techniques because NC has opened registration for the Blade and Soul 2018 World Championship Qualification Tournament. There are 2 preliminary online tournaments that will be held July 20th to the 21st and August 3rd to the 4th. The finals are being held in the UK from August 25th to the 26th and boasts a $100,000 prize pool. The winning teams from North America and Europe will go on to represent their region in the World Championships held in South Korea later this year. All of the events will be streamed on the official Blade & Soul Twitch channel, but if you'd rather try your luck and take part, you have until July 19th to sign up via esports.bladeandsoul.com.
Esports Org Kongdu and South Korea's Sogang University have teamed up to create an esports education program, the Real Esports. The program offers 4 areas of study: esports basics, announcing and casting, coaching, and actual pro play. Each discipline is led and taught by former pro players and casters. This is not Sogang University's first esports rodeo, as it is currently playing host to the Overwatch Contenders Korea Group stages. This is definitely something we'll be diving deeper into, so be sure to keep an eye out for more information and coverage coming from us soon.
We have finally reached the halfway point of Contenders Season 2, with the second week bringing us grudge matches, points to be proven, and a disheartening amount of poor Overwatch. It was clean sweeps for Runaway this week by taking both of their matches against WGS and X6 4-0, placing everyone's favourite Pink Princes at the top of Group A. On the other hand, it was a tougher week for Blossom, who lost both of their matches against Kongdu Panthera and Metabellum 3-1. The Group of Death is certainly living up to its name, with defending champions X6 sitting in 4th place at the halfway point. Group B opened with a blink and you'll miss it 4-0 stomp from the Element Mystic against the Foxes, followed by 7 emerging victorious with a 3-1 against GC Busan Wave. July 14th brought the much-hyped grudge match between Element Mystic and the team that booted them out of the playoffs last season, O2 Ardiant. Element Mystic didn't take any chances this time, and their decisive 4-0 victory put them at the top of Group B. Remember, if you're in Seoul and want to catch a game, you can still get tickets online. There are 2 weeks left with the regular season before playoffs, so head over to Interpart to go cheer on your favourite team in person. Time is short and time differences are cruel, so if you only have a limited amount of time to catch up, be sure to watch last week's highlight matchups of Runaway vs X6 and Element Mystic vs O2 Ardiant. Week 3 will open with what should be an interesting matchup between GC Busan Wave and the Foxes, as both teams are dancing on the line of qualifying for the playoffs and being relegated to trials next season. On the opposite end of the standings, Runaway vs Kongdu Panthera should be a fun match on the 22nd, as both teams are currently fighting for the top spot of Group A. And remember, there are only 3 match days this week instead of the usual 4. You might have noticed a new face in the Foxes lineup during their game against Element Mystic this week. Foxes took to Twitter to announce they had picked up flex support player Ginny to join their ranks. He takes on the Zenyatta spot that was left decidedly unfilled when Need/Izayaki left for LA Valiant. Ginny made his debut in an unfortunate 4-0 sweep against some Goliaths, but hopefully the rest of his season will be a little more fruitful. And WGS announced this week that their former support player Ju Young has joined the team's coaching staff. Ju Young joined WGS back in February and played support for them during Contenders Season 1.
If you are planning on heading to Seoul's first game convention next month, there's been a slight change of plan. After a few weeks of no news, GameCon officially announced that they were postponing the event until 2019. They said they needed more time to prepare the event for a solo opening. However, the event will still be taking place this year, kinda. A venue change announcement for Seoul Comic Con also mentioned that GameCon would be featured as a show-in-show format, and if you have Comic Con ticket, you can visit it without extra charge. We will keep you posted with any further developments or announcement regarding this, unfortunately not so surprising update. And in lighter news, I hope your wallet is ready for some exercise, as Hyundai Mall has opened a Pokemon pop-up store in Sinchon. The pop-up store will be held in the B2 level of Sinchon Mall and will be open until Sunday the 22nd. So be sure to stop by and check it out before it closes.
And that's all from us today. If you haven't yet, check out our footage from Gangbyun Technomart.
And be sure to keep an eye on our channels because we have a video coming up on everyone's favorite pink sweatered princess, Runaway.
And that's it for today. See you guys next week. Bye bye.
Bye bye.